Better than Lego. Better than Lego.
Matty Johns is in position for a long-range shot. He's with it now, Matty Johns. Here goes the kick from Johns.
Bright light city, gonna set my soul on fire. We got a whole lot of money that's waiting to burn, so bet those stakes up high. Well, there's blackjack and poker and the roulette wheel. Fortune's won and lost on a heavenly deal. All you need is something and words of steel. Viva Las Vegas.
Oh.
Hey, family, how are you?
If we've
You
been
going
able
good?
to hold on to any listeners at the start of this podcast,
Yeah.
it's a miracle.
Just
We
kick
promise
a little
you,
bit.
we
Remember-
won't make you suffer through any more of that.
Well, do you remember the early days of the podcast? I always used to finish with
Yeah.
a song.
Oh, I loved that.
God.
That was only for two.
Yeah, early days.
No,
not
I
like
think there
the
were
first
three.
two eps.
I loved that.
Thank God for rehab.
Do we remember what songs they
Remember,
were?
he was bad. He
One was
horrible.
That's Entertainment, and
That's
the other one
entertainment.
was...
It was Tweeter and the Monkey Man.
Tweeter and the Monkey
And I
Man.
remember finishing once as Gordon Lightfoot as a
Sundown.
Sundown.
Was that just after he passed?
It did. It was a tribute, and I looked at Cooper, and Cooper had tears rolling down his cheeks.
Oh,
I can really run down in this good old
Yeah,
town.
that was funny.
okay.
Favorite Vegas song, or have I just basically pinched it?
Whenever I hear Vegas, that's the one that comes
What are the
to
other
mind.
ones? I don't really...
I'm trying to think of a Sinatra song, Fly Me to the Moon.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Is that
That's
Not
nice.
really Vegas. I mean, it's just reflective of
Tony
him.
Bennett would have had a lot of old Vegas songs, but
What's Liberace, Cobby? Any Liberace songs?
No, well, in fact, he played the piano. Probably I haven't got any.
Do you know, in the National Lampoon's Vacation group, remember the time they went to Vegas and she runs off with the performer that's
Oh
been
yeah,
done.
Wayne Newton.
Wayne Newton.
He still plays there.
Oh, man.
We've got to go see Wayne Newton.
Never been, never seen.
Wow.
Could I just start by just letting people know? I've had a few people get in touch with me of late who have just booked. A lot of people have booked late trips to Vegas, have caught the fever and said, no, we're going to go over.
Yeah.
And a couple said, mate, what are the things we have to know? Now, I've spoken about a lot of times this already in the podcast, but lock yourself in here. Firstly, it is really expensive. So if you're going to eat and drink, honestly, if you can, just eat off the strip a little bit. Yeah, the more centralised, the more expensive it is. I'm talking really
How
expensive.
far do you have to walk to get to off the strip?
Not far. That's
Not
not too far.
I think Fremont area, that's cheaper, isn't it?
Well, that's it.
It's old
Fremont's
Vegas?
a lot area. That's old Vegas. Fremont, that's been redone. They've got the Heart Attack Grill that's
It's good there.
for a bit of fun. And the Killers, Brendan Flowers, the lead singer of the Killers, said that his favourite restaurant in the world is at Fremont, is Lotus of Siam. So there you go. You might want to go there and
Thai,
check it
I
out.
believe.
But
that right?
I think it is, yeah. And given the fact of how expensive it is, there's a few little rorts. Is if you order at the bar, I mean, you're going to pay a bomb. However, if you can just get a $5 note, walk over, slip it into a pokey and pretend you're playing the pokies, if you tip the ladies that come around serving the drinks, then the drinks will be free.
I would encourage
are
listeners
free.
to film themselves doing it and tag at Matty Johns Podcast so we can just have a look.
Yes.
I was sure when we went last year, I was paying for my drinks.
Well,
at the
they
craps
saw you
table.
coming. No, if you stand that,
Is craps different? Or does it have to be a pokey?
I think it might have to be a pokey.
might be a
Oh,
pokey.
really?
Yeah.
Well, they call
Oh, because
it-
those people, I
they
don't
call
want to
poker
leave my
machines over
crap.
there?
Slot machine.
Slot machines. Sorry, yeah.
And the other one is the barber shop. In the Cosmopolitan, just turn up at the barber shop. It's a speakeasy. You walk in there, people are getting their beards done, hair. If you walk through it, just say I'm here, they'll open up the back of it and you walk in. It's this amazing bar who very often stars who are doing, their residencies will go there for a drink and actually get up and perform at it.
What is-
Bruno Mars did it.
Definition of residency? What is that?
That's when
Do they just give them like...
the hotel or the venue gives them a set amount of money and says, "Can you come and perform here?" Like you two, Adele. So they're sort of guaranteed an amount of money.
They give them a free room?
Oh, I
Hey,
reckon they probably
Coop,
do.
the best
Yeah.
example of it I can give you,
Elvis?
Coop, is remember that movie with Steve Carell, Burt Wonderstone?
Yes,
You know
he's
the start of
magician.
that? He's residency, and then you know how he gets kicked out? That's
Yeah.
like being in a residency as a magician and then being kicked out.
So if you're like given a residency, say at the Bellagio Hotel, or a Caesar's Palace,
Yes.
that means they'll give you the penthouse, but then all you have to do is perform in that casino, or is it
Oh, no, only in their venue.
Yeah.
only in
Only
their
in
venue?
yeah.
Okay.
It's massive money. Some of them
Oh,
signed. Some people
monstrous.
like Adele 6 month or a 12-month.
There's 10 years. Did Siegfried and Roy had like a decade or
Oh,
something?
my
I don't
God.
know. I
And
think
just-
20, 30
How did
years.
that end up for him? How'd they go?
Well,
One of them got attacked, right?
Got it,
Wow.
by Mobu, the
What was that his name?
Mobu.
The lion.
Jeez.
He,
Or tiger.
yeah,
Harambe.
You just don't know. Animals unpredictable, like the minky whale. Remember the killer whale who dived
what
on
was his
people?
name?
Was that Minky?
What did you do?
No, Shamu.
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 Yeah,
Is that Shamu?
Shamu just one day just got jack of it.
How did
just
you just
dive
know
on
that
one-
off the-
Oh, you
dive
know
on one
what?
of the instructors.
Wasted time, people. Maybe think about studying something.
Shamu.
But on the residency, yeah. So you two, apparently they're staying like at a mansion just outside of
Yeah.
Vegas.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they're
Yeah,
not
there's
staying
some
in the
beautiful
casinos.
properties outside of Vegas. You see them when we did the Grand Canyon trip.
Yeah,
That's worth doing, I'd say to people. We took you boys, remember?
Yeah. On the
I thought
helicopter.
that was pretty beautiful.
a hole in the ground, people. Just
Mm.
a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
Hole in the door. You know what? While we're on, sorry, not a hole in the door.
Whoa.
Okay, guys, while we're on Las Vegas and it's a Las Vegas theme, I went and did some research and found the top 10 gambling countries in the world. I'm going to go 10 to 1. I'm going to name the 10 to 5, and then the last 5, I want you guys to try to guess.
Love
Are
Hmm.
we talking per capita?
This is gross winnings.
Gross
Gross winnings for who?
Okay,
Who's
so
the
the
luckiest country
country.
in the world more like it?
Yeah, I don't
That's
know whether
weird.
it's... Yeah, it's for the... It's
Well,
just...
But I think
suppose
that
it-
would be symbolic of how much they
Yeah,
get.
Yeah,
it would
but
level
that's
out,
also
wouldn't it?
relevant to tax.
Oh, anyway, let's not get
Jesus.
into technicalities.
Should we really
Mate,
debate
I
that?
am- yeah,
Yeah,
well,
God
Listen to
damn
Wayne
you.
Swan here.
I'm sorry.
God damn you.
CFO over here.
Okay, number 10, South Korea.
Yeah.
Total gambling gross win $11 billion.
Wow.
Yep, huge gamblers. Said they had a bit of a problem there for a while at one of the casinos in Sydney. A little bit. There was, anyway. Yeah.
Don't start rumours.
No. But there was like a.
Can we explain why you've got your sunnies on, mate?
It's Vegas style.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
Vegas.
Viva.
Vegas themed.
Viva La
You know what,
Vida.
Cobber? I'll join you.
Yeah, thanks, Jack.
Hey, live in La Vida Loca, is that also...
It's Ricky Martin.
Yeah, I know Tricky Martin. but is it Vegas? Was that... No.
No, that was
Inside out.
South American.
Live
Viva
in
La
La
Vida
Vida
Loca.
Vegas.
Honestly.
Okay, France.
France.
French.
Number 9.
Okay.
$13 billion.
Now, I wonder if that's because they have a lot of private casinos. I've been to a private casino
Monte
there.
Carlo and Monaco.
Well,
Or
isn't
Monaco.
yeah, but that's its own country, not included in
Yeah.
France. Monaco. It's its
Do
own
you
country.
think-
I do.
Do you think when you talk, Cobber?
I included.
Number 8. Canada. $14 billion.
That's a little bit
Surprises me.
surprising
That
to
is.
Canadians.
Yeah.
Number 7.
Great denim though.
Great denim. Number 7. Germany.
Again, a little unusual.
16
very pragmatic
billion.
people. Yeah.
Again, relevant to
How
the
much?
tax.
16 billion?
16 billion.
Yep.
Now, this is the last one to give you, and then I'm going to give you a chance to just rattle off a few, and I'll see if you get them. Number 6, Australia.
Really?
18 billion.
You know what? That's, yeah,
And when you
population
consider
wise,
how
I guess.
per capita.
Well, I
man,
thought we
that's
would have
a
been
lot. Per capita.
more.
We're probably the biggest.
I thought it would have been more, but in terms of population,
Yeah, no, yeah.
our population
Yeah,
compared
it's-
to those countries is.
All right, now see if you can guess a couple more.
Okay.
Five
Well,
to
USA.
There's a question I want to ask
Yeah.
here, which is the gambling has to be done within their borders, because the reason I'm asking that is that it's illegal to gamble in China. However, you can in
Macau.
But that's
Which
okay.
is a Chinese province.
I'm going to start off by saying a weird one. Netherlands.
Not even a, no.
No, I'm gonna say
Never mind.
I'm gonna say Macau / China, but gambling. What are they including in that? That might be the lotteries or anything.
No,
I'd
I
say
don't know,
just-
Trish.
just-
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll ask the
So I'm gonna say
taxation on
China
it.
/
Name one.
Macau. Yeah.
China is number 2.
Number 2.
70 billion.
Obvious one is USA.
Yeah.
USA is number 1,
Yes.
119 billion.
Okay,
Yes.
so there's 3 left.
Okay. Where's the other?
One, and
little
let me tell you
sneakies?
something. One may surprise you.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Think about that for a second.
Okay, firstly, England.
Oh,
The UK, number 5, 19 billion. So you've
Okay.
got 5, 2 and 1. You just got to get 4 and 3.
So that's England, Wales, Scotland, and
Think-
Northern Ireland.
think-
yeah, that's a
Asia. There's
United
another a-
Kingdom.
there's another
That
Asian
includes-
one.
Singapore?
No, not Singapore.
Did you say another Asian?
Another Asian country.
Japan. of course.
Yes, Japan number
Yeah,
3.
See,
Not
that surprises me.
Doesn't surprise
You know.
me.
No,
That
50 billion.
Yeah.
And number 4, this is the one I assumed you
The
would not
unusual.
get.
Oh, this is the
Give us
tricky
okay.
one.
Give us the. Can you give us the continent?
Don't
Do you know the continent?
Europe? I think it's Europe.
It's not Turkey.
Not Asia.
It's not Turkey.
Greenland,
No.
No, it's gonna
Austria.
How about I give you a hint? I'll give you one of the colours on the flag.
Oh, Jesus.
Red.
Italy.
Russia.
Italia.
Italia.
Forza Italia.
Yeah, we do
Sorry.
like to gamble.
I'm going to take my sunglasses off and just look you in the eye here, son. When we said to you what continent and you paused like you didn't know.
I know.
Italy? Like Italy.
Europe.
Definitely Europe.
But,
Yeah, but
there
you.
was
a
an
while.
uncertainty.
Yeah,
you
I'm
were
not-
like, oh, Italy, Asia, Italy, Europe, I think.
I'm not good with the continents. I've never been good with consonants and continents.
And
and
vowels.
things
Consonants.
Consonants.
Like that. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Excellent.
Now, Johns, when we're in Vegas this time, what I do not want you to do as we walk out of an elevator, which is what
Sunglasses
you
back
did
on.
last year, every time the elevator doors would open and we'd exit the elevator, he'd let me walk ahead, and just as he's exiting, quite audibly to the the rest of the people in the thing, he'd go, "So how much did you say it was for half an hour?"
What is it?
That is
For-
brilliant from you.
Oh man!
Oh,
And
I
I'd turn
get it.
around and give me a little clip.
Like you're an escort.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks
yeah,
for spying
every
there.
time, every time.
Yeah, yes.
What are the looks you get?
Thankfully,
Colin?
no, they were
High
laughing.
fives, like hands coming through as the door of the lift.
closing.
High fives.
Oh,
And
and then
him
there
going,
was,
have you got a number for her? I said, sure.
oh,
04. Yeah.
And then remember the guy? I didn't see him do it, but you just went, "Oh!" I mean, what happened? He went, "Oh, that poor woman just walked straight through the vomit." That guy did. He was going one way, she was walking the other, and he's literally walking, put his head to the side, vomited, like kept walking, and
so-
she's just in stride, stepped
Stroll through.
right in it.
And we saw the same guy the next day, vomiting again.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe you should think
Vegas.
about not drinking, mate.
That's silly, Trish.
And I've got a little tip for people.
Yeah, go
It's
on.
really fun. Craps. That's what I learned last week.
Is that the 7
It's
again?
the one. It's the one
Is it
they
called
always
crap?
have in the movies.
Yeah, yeah, but
Where
they-
you throw the dice.
You're not allowed to
Snake
get
eyes.
snake eyes and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it's really fun. And one of the older hotels down the south end of the strip,
Flamingo.
they had like a lesson, like
Do
a
you
half
know
an hour
what
lesson. It was
actually are
awesome.
the rules of crap?
I can't remember. I did put them in my phone. I'm
Good
going
to
to
see
need to
the
refresh.
lessons start to pay it off.
But I actually, well, it was a year ago. But because there's quite a lot you've got to realise and remember, and how to bet and where to bet. But it's really fun, and it's really nice if you get to throw the dice and you're winning.
She likes
And you're
control.
winning for the people because everyone loves you. Not so good when you throw something they don't want.
Did you have any good luck charms? Because you know how the people, some males get the women to kiss, or the
Nah.
females get the males to kiss the dice.
No, I'm
nothing
not
like
kissing
that.
out. It was post-COVID.
He wasn't-
No
he
one's
wasn't
kissing
with you?
dice.
He wasn't your-
No, he'd be off going out, and I'd go and play craps on my own.
That movie, Indecent Proposal, where a man offers Demi Moore, remember, and Woody Harrelson $1 million to sleep with his wife because they'd done their ass, and Robert Redford, who was playing, was on a roll.
Well, I think
I
he was
don't
just
know
wealthy
where-
in general.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, what about it?
Can I just do a little segue there talking about alcohol drinking? Oh, no, I was going to say something. I thought, no, you might think it's a little uncouth.
No doubt.
This is a fun story. You said about why would people continue to drink? It's because it's fun. This one, an Irishman has come out and said he drank. His friends have indicated this: 81 pints of Guinness in a session over a 32-hour period.
Oh, man.
81 pints,
And it's so thick.
which equated to something like 162 standard drinks. Now, wait for this. He said that he would have hit his 100 mark, which was his aim. However, he hadn't been sleeping well and got a little tired and went to bed.
can't
Can I just
understand
say, what a legend.
Yeah.
After 32 hours.
Oh my
Is that
god!
in
You really
Vegas?
are a drop kick, Matthew.
No, that was an island.
Okay.
How long did it take him? Sorry.
32 hours. No wonder he was tired.
Yeah.
Right, okay. That's interesting.
I was going to say, I did a little thing here. Biggest drinkers. Anyone want to? Of your friends. Because one thing amazing about you younger guys, some of your friends, I must say, do go quite hard.
Who are you thinking of?
It rhymes with Keish.
My mate.
Yes.
Yeah, I won't say his first name. I don't know if his parents listen to the podcast. But the Maish man, he doesn't mind a drink, and every time he comes around to this house, he ends up in a argument. In fairness, Trish is usually drinking as well. Him and Trish sort of clash whenever they see each other in a good way.
Yeah.
But the next day, you're all lovey. But
Yeah, I love Maish.
yeah, I know you do. But you two Maish is now. Let me give you context here. Maish is about 5'8", right?
Is he?
I've seen that man put 2 cases of VB down his gullet like nothing, and he is built like that,
quite
a
thin,
stick.
Yard of pump water.
I don't know where it all goes. It's like he's got a black hole in his stomach or something.
5'8"?
Well, what do you reckon?
Yeah,
Trish?
he'd be
Oh,
5'8".
dude, he'd be
Is he?
5'4" at least.
Yeah, he's short.
Yeah, he's shorter than Dad. And
5'8".
Dad's
Hey,
what,
hey,
5'5"?
hey, guys.
Hey, Cooper, you with me?
Yeah, he'd be 5'4" or 5'5".
No.
What are you?
He'd be like my height.
I'm
5'6".
5'9". I'm 5'9".
With heels on.
With his platform.
I'm 5'9". Guys, I'm
There's
5'9".
just
Mate should
no
be
way.
he'd be at least 5'8".
No, he's not your tall. You're not your height.
There's,
Well, actually, he is. You know, like
I
some
haven't
of
seen him
Jack's
for a
mates who
while.
are like tiny little blokes, they come in the other day, like your other good mate, Chris Torstenoglu.
Yeah.
He came in the other day, like he's as tall as me now.
Nah,
probably taller.
Chris is a little bit. Actually, I'd go as far as saying Maish is a bit taller now too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
So what would that leave you at?
I'm 5'9".
okay. Yeah, it
a
does
bit.
say 5'9" on his Wikipedia as well.
Yeah, did it?
Well, that's where you want the
Yeah.
information to come from.
Oh, yeah, but someone's added
Oh,
that.
wow.
Oh,
Guys,
tell us what else Wikipedia is saying about
I've
Matthew
just
these
Googled
days.
Matty Johns' height, and I've just discovered there's a man playing for the Brisbane Bullets NBL team named Matty Johns.
really?
Yeah.
How tall is he?
203 centimetres, which is
That's
like,
very tall.
that's 6
The
foot,
twins.
like 7.
Let's put a call out for him.
I'd love to
one
get
of
him
our
on.
listeners. Can you put us in touch with the
Tall.
with Matthew Johns, the
There's a,
Brisbane
Yeah,
Bull?
there's
if
a
you know
number
Matthew
of
Johns.
Matthew Johns. I used to teach one.
He's
Remember?
6'9".
Yeah. Oh my
6'9" he is.
gosh! Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a lot of. That's not an uncommon
Let me
name.
see if I can find anything else about him. He's from Geelong in Melbourne.
Love Geelong. Love the Cattery.
Yeah, he's born in 1999, so he's the same age as me, 24.
Yep.
Went to the University of South Dakota.
I'd love to go to South. I was reading about South Dakota today.
Wow, good on you. If anyone
It's so
knows
random.
him, please get in contact with us.
Yeah,
Small forward for the Brisbane Bullets. What a coincidence that is.
He's 6'9". He's a small forward.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Maybe I read that wrong.
Well, they call them in basketball unicorns. Guys who are just big and got everything. That
Can-
Jokic who plays for the Denver Nuggets, they call him a unicorn.
You mean
It's so
Jokic?
rare.
Who's Rugby League's unicorn?
Rugby League's unicorn?
Yeah,
Well,
playing today.
probably I would say Nathan Cleary, Reece Walsh. I tell you who's a unicorn. Blake Scott. I tell you who's a unicorn. There's Latrell Mitchell,
Yeah.
a guy that is so big, moves so well, and got such beautiful hands. That's it. That's what I mean.
Are you
by it.
excited for the NRL season to start?
I'm
I'm
re-
excited for the Vegas games.
I'm really excited. I had a phone hook up this morning with the New York Post. They're ringing and asking about the game and everything about it. The game has been promoted incredibly well.
I was about to say, is there a lot of hype over there?
A lot of hype over there.
What's Allegiant Stadium capacity? Is it 65,000? Did I see that?
65,000.
Okay.
Mate, in fairness to the NRL, I've heard a lot of people complaining about it, saying they're not marketing it enough in Australia. Well, it's not really the aim, is it? You want to market it in America. You want to find a new audience. I completely back what they're doing over there.
And what they've done a little bit is that, like, I'm not going to do a thing where you go, oh, yeah, we're going to take America by storm. It is just making the American public aware
Of this
the
game.
rules and the thing. And at the moment, the really important thing over there is it's being sold as NRL. Because what gets lost over there, rugby league, they just go, it's rugby.
Yeah.
And it
Yes.
continually gets lost. Where the NRL is what they're
Yeah.
naming, and they were showing it, like the Fox network in America have been unbelievable. They've been promoting it half-time, quarter-time in the NFL games when we're over there. But also, apart from that, they've been in touch with us going, what can we do for you? So they're building our set for our two shows
awesome.
and all stuff, supplying lots of stuff.
I had a lot of people ask you about your shows. You've got one on the Friday night over there.
At
and
Resort World.
Resort World.
Resort World. And then we have one
After the game.
straight after the game on the field at Allegiant.
With your chat today with the New York Post, did you give them anyone to keep, amongst the 4 teams going over? What are the few players that you said keep an eye out for?
Well, the chief sports reporter I spoke to today, he said to me, he said, there's a guy I play golf with every Friday, And he said he's been talking about this game. He said forever that I've been with him. He said he's a massive rugby league fan.
And he's an American.
Yep, and he jotted down a few. No, he's an Australian
He's
who
an
lives
Aussie,
over there, and he jotted down a few names. He said, "Tell me about Reece Walsh, and tell me about this guy. Tell me about that guy." And so it's really good. It is just making the Americans, and it's for the gambling dollar. That's what it is over there, because you can gamble on your phones now over there. It's just like, they're at the genesis of sports betting.
Can they gamble on rugby league over there
Yes, absolutely.
if they wanted to?
Yeah, absolutely. You can in Vegas, you can bet on anything, but now it's opened up. Like online betting has been opened up to all America now. That's what the big change has been over there. Where you used to have to bet through Nevada,
Or is it certain states,
or
Matt?
Atlantic City. No, I think it's opened up America wide.
I don't think.
I think it is state by state.
Right.
I think it's growing, but I think it is a state by state.
State by state.
Mate,
Yeah.
but Reece Walsh, what a move that was. Like, going to the Broncos, what a absolute career, like, ignition that was for him. Like, what about, like, the Warriors would be kicking themselves. But although a couple of weeks ago when the Warriors played in their trial, they've got a pretty good year coming, I think. Watching, the way
they're
Roger
exciting,
played.
actually.
Roger, I was watching his clips. Every 20 seconds he was making half breaks through. I was thinking it's going to be a great year for him.
It'd be great to see him really go good. But Chance is doing good at fullback.
See, that's
Here's
the
the thing,
thing,
Jack.
yeah.
It's been a good move. Like, it's been, in a lot of ways, a good move for both parties. Like, they didn't want to lose Reece. There's no doubt about that. But Andrew Webster's built a very good team in the eyes of how he thinks a successful football
I think they both
team
benefited
looks.
from it.
Both have
Yeah,
benefited.
I don't think Reece Walsh needed to play with that Broncos team. I think he needed someone like Adam Reynolds with him. And then I think the Warriors benefited by having someone like Chance there working.
Who play a style of football
Yeah.
that Andrew Webster wants them
Mate,
to play.
what teams hate with Chance, like when you're playing against him, is when he gets that, you get him trying to catch teams out all the time, that 10 metres out that zone. They do video on him all week, just being wary on that third or fourth tackle. If they make a half break, he's a chance of not going around to the edge to get some shape on. He's a chance of going in dummy half and just trying to smash through the markers and score.
He's a good player.
It is so dangerous every time he plays. And it's different to the other fullbacks they've had too. Like, he's just a hard worker.
Yeah,
Like, everything he does, you watch, like, his carries, it's like as efficient as it can come.
He's a very, very good professional, very good player. Tell you the other one, Jack, to keep an eye on this year is a combination sweep around on the left, Brisbane, Reece Walsh and Selwyn Cobbo. Selwyn Cobbo is an absolute machine. He is a beast.
The trial last week, I'm not sure if they played the Warriors or the Titans.
It was,
it
they played the Cowboys.
Cowboys, sorry.
Yep.
Mate, that try he scored off that kick, I was like,
You know,
it was like it was nothing.
It was incredible. Yeah, Selwyn's got that. Yeah, I said to the guy that before that the guy from the New York Post, Mark, I said, yeah, there's a few guys to really keep an eye on. One is Latrell Mitchell. I said, you're talking about a guy who's about 116, 118 kilos. This is what he's got, attributes he's got. I said, but the other one is a Selwyn Cobbo, who I said can run. I said, you know, not probably the speed of a wide receiver, not Olympic speed, but I said, mate, this guy can really run, and he's a big guy. Selwyn must be pushing 120 kilos. He's
No.
big.
He's not as
that
big. He's not as big as Latrell.
He wouldn't be over 105. I don't
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Oh,
He's
you
not
reckon
as
he
big as. No, he's not. He's not.
Right.
Yeah, but I know. I should know. I got my body in front of him plenty of time.
Yeah. But just he's going over the top of you. It's going, how heavy are you? Oh, about 106. Sure about that. Felt 108.
Can I go back 4 steps for a second? When you spoke about your loosest mates, I want to give a shout out quickly to the Bromwich brothers, Jesse and Kenny, a couple of the great drinkers in rugby league. But I want to give a shout out somebody outside rugby league. One of my good friends, Bronson. He had a nasty. Mum's had a few. He was at my 18th birthday. You might remember him. He was wearing a St. George 70s long sleeve jersey. And he was
Fell
drinking-
into my plant.
He was chirping.
Yeah.
while he was
Ruined
giving
it.
a speech.
He was drinking He was drinking out of a goon bag, and he kept telling Dad to bring back the biff when Dad was doing a speech. And then Mum went up and slashed his goon bag, and it went all over him.
I did not. I slashed it in the sink
was
after he sat in my plant.
It was obnoxious,
Ruined it.
but I loved it.
I said, mate, it's fine. I said, I'll give you a beer. I said, I don't want you drinking that.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's going to make... He went, oh, really? Okay.
But
He was
my-
happy.
Righto, we'll take a real quick break, then hopefully we'll be back. Welcome back. Ridley Scott. When I say Ridley Scott, what do you think of?
Gladiator.
Yeah, well, Ridley Scott, I'm So excited for this. He has come out. He is going to make the Bee Gees movie. Of course, he goes a long way back.
doco?
He was. I don't
Or a
know,
what?
Trish. I
'Cause
can't
there's that-
get to the bottom of
There
it.
is that doco out already. That's pretty great. Had Amanda Broken
Had
Heart?
Amanda Broken Heart. It'd be hard to beat that.
But this isn't the one where they're saying Bradley Cooper's going to play Barry Gibb.
Well, I'd say that's it.
Is that the one?
I would say that's.
What else is he
How
gonna play
excited
Barry
are you,
Gibb?
Matthew? Jesus.
Yeah, they're doing a movie on you too, and Bradley Cooper's playing Barry Gibb.
It couldn't be that one.
Oh, dear.
God damn you, Jack. You son of a bitch.
That will be interesting, Bradley Cooper, because I didn't like what the.
Don't even say it.
The Leonard Bernstein movie.
I didn't either.
Didn't like it.
Is that
and I
Maestro?
didn't think he did it
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Mate, in fairness, Ridley Scott, I didn't like. I love Joaquin Phoenix, but I didn't like Napoleon.
Well,
So I enjoyed. I like.
I wish it went longer. I found Napoleon too short.
Glass houses.
Yeah, I was low. I didn't like Napoleon either.
Well, let me just do this because Ridley Scott, of course, he's got a brother called Tony Scott. Did you guys know that? Tony Scott?
Has he?
So the Ridley is the one that naturally you sort of think about more. But Tony Scott, amazing films as well. I want you to have a bit of a think about which ones is your choice of director as far as the type of films made.
Are you going to give us a
I'll say
list?
this. I'm going to give you a list.
Good, 'cause
They're
I
both
don't
from the northeast of England, up around Tyneside, Newcastle upon Tyne, which is interesting. I thought they were Americans initially, but not only are they northerners, but from a great part of northern England. Ridley Scott, okay, here's a selection of his movies he's made. Napoleon, House of Gucci, Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049, Gladiator, of course the big one, Thelma and Louise, and the Matt Damon movie Martian. That's just some of his.
Alien?
Them Alien,
I don't know.
I think, yeah. Tony Scott, Top Gun,
Oh,
Top Gun Maverick, Days of Thunder, Beverly Hills Cop, and two of the most underrated films. The Last Boy Scout with Bruce Willis.
Oh, that's good.
I love that. It's almost like a Die Hard. It's a really great film. And the other one, a Robert De Niro, Benicio del Toro movie called The Fan. And Wesley Snipes as well.
Oh, that's very good. That's
that
where
is-
the man is accused incorrectly.
no, The Fan
Oh, no.
is...
Vossi's show?
is that Robert De Niro plays, no, not the fold-out chairs, is the fan. Robert De Niro plays an obsessed fan. And what happens is his favourite player comes across to his side, and it's what transpires. It's heavy.
Mate,
it's a
they're,
great movie.
Mate, the other brother goes pretty good too.
Who's that?
The golfer, Adam Scott.
Adam Scott, and of course Dennis Scott, who's on Australia's Selling Houses Australia.
And of course, shout out one of the North Queensland Cowboys' best front rows ever, Matt Scott.
Matt Scott.
True.
Mascot.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah. That's very good, Trish.
Thank you.
You
And
can
what
actually
about-
get a Matt Scott
Mascot.
Cowboys mascot and say it's Matt Scott, a mascot of Matt Scott.
Oh,
So it's
Scott.
Matt Scott.
You think?
Yeah.
You think they thought of that before, Cobber?
I never have thought it before. Okay, Tony Scott, Ridley Scott. What do you think? Who wins that?
They're different genres.
T-
Can I
just-
ask?
Please, jeez, sweet Jesus Christ. What have I married? Give me an answer.
Matt,
Play ball.
Beverly Hills Cop, just the first one?
No, I think it was the franchise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I did love those.
Was he a director for all those, or a producer and a director?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There's my boy.
I'm going Ridley.
I'm going to go Tony.
I'm going Tony too.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Top Gun.
I think
Yeah.
Ridley stuff's very original. Like, yeah, they're great movies, but like, you know, from the Alien franchise to
Don't like that.
Gladiator, he does a lot of good one-offs.
He does. The movie he got criticised for, and I really liked, is Alexandria.
Alexander.
Alexander.
That was
the
with
Irishman,
Angelina Jolie
and Colin Farrell.
and Brad Pitt in that as well.
No, you're thinking of Troy.
Oh, yeah.
It's a different time.
Is he Achilles in
so.
that? He's Achilles in that, isn't he?
Troy's very good. Eric Bana is his opposing man
Yes.
in that. Very
Homer?
good.
Is he Homer, the Greek philosopher? I don't know.
I don't know
don't
what
know.
you're doing.
No, I
Boys.
get you, Cobber. You're going looking for primary sources there. I'm proud of you. Ancient
Yeah.
history. Well done.
Appreciate
Yes,
it,
Trish?
mate.
Can I say, do you think we've finally converted you to the chase?
Yeah.
Like, I think you're actually looking forward to that when we watch it over dinner.
Yeah, did you talk about the game
Jeez,
show?
that was
Yeah, the
random.
game show. Well,
Tony Scott, did he make the chase? Or is he
No.
That was Adam Scott.
I don't know
No,
why you
it was
just...
when you spoke about Homer.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And
that was on
That was actually on Tipping Point. But remember, someone sent it to me and
the Greek philosopher.
yes, and the the question was something about Homer, and the dear man said something like, well, I know he liked donuts.
Yeah, they went.
Well, that's
yeah,
that's a riveting.
Geez,
our listeners will be
philosopher.
laughing over
And
backwards.
he goes, the Greek philosopher Homer, something to do with meaning the answer was supposed to be philosophy or philosopher.
Yeah.
And he goes, something like he went, like donuts. And the guy who ran it
Ben.
just stared straight at him just to say, I cannot believe it.
Well, I would have known there was a Greek philosopher named Homer. I would have thought it Homer
Again,
Simpson.
Trish, I told you we should have sent him to a more expensive school. I know. All those years
Wouldn't have made any
wasted.
difference.
No, true.
Well, is there anything else that we've got? Because I've got something special coming up, but if there's some other stuff you guys have, I don't want to
Okay.
jump in early.
Right, would you like my predicament of the week before?
Yes, my favourite time.
Right, predicament of the week. Now, you might remember the one I did last week where I said you can have $200 million to be in 5 Adam Sandler movies or $160 million to be in 5 Quentin Tarantino movies. Trish, you went for Adam Sandler, didn't you?
I did.
I think, Jack, did you go
I
Adam
think he's a
Sandler?
more fun
I
guy.
went Tarantino.
We all went Tarantino.
All the
Trish.
boys went Tarantino.
Yeah. Righto, this one. You can be the lead singer of The Killers. Brandon Flowers.
Yeah, we know.
Thanks
We
for
know.
that.
Just wanted to ram it home.
But I don't want to be Brandon Flower. I want to be Cooper Johns as the lead.
I really like what's going on here, Matt. He's got his sunnies on. He's like Mallorca shirt. He's pajama bottoms, essentially. These little slides and crossed legs.
Can I just say,
It's an interesting look for you
what
today.
did you say the shirt was? Mallorca?
Yeah, but I actually meant to say Mykonos shirt.
Mykonos.
It's more Mykonos than
Okay.
Mallorca.
Sorry, finish that, Big M.
Sorry.
Oh,
You can be the lead singer of The Killers, Brendan Flowers. You can be the lead guitarist of U2, Edge. Or you can be Taylor Swift's manager. Okay. Righto. Which one, Patricia, I'm going to start with you. Lady in Red.
I'm going lead singer of the Killers. Thank you, Matthew.
Brendan Flowers. Yep. And it's fitting. We're going to Vegas. He's a
I know.
Vegas boy.
Like, we're literally going to Vegas straight after this.
Okay, best Killer song. Come back.
I'm going to go Mr. Brightside. It's just
right.
easy. I also like Spaceman.
Spaceman, yeah.
Spaceman.
That's what I like. I like Jack.
Human.
Oh,
yeah,
Human
that's
is good.
I really like all the things that I've done.
That's
I think
my
one of the-
favourite.
I reckon it's one of the greatest songs of songs of
Yeah.
all time. Glamorous indie rock and roll star.
Yeah,
I
Hot
love
Fuss
that.
is their best.
When You Were Young's good too.
Smile like you mean
You know,
it.
Sam's Town's a pretty underrated. The album with When You Were Young.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
it.
underrated album. I think. Like Hot Fuss has got all the. Everyone loves Hot Fuss, but Sam's Town's got some pretty good songs.
Great
on it. So
song.
not like some not as big songs.
Bones
Bones is a good song.
Oh, yeah, that's the one where
This
they
River is
actually do
Wild
the
is a good
skeleton.
song.
with the sentence.
With the bones in the film clip.
But
Yeah, I'm going Killers. I'm going lead singer.
I'll go Edge Cobber. I think that
Ah.
I'll go Edge. Those blokes are pretty global, like and everyone knows you too. He's getting into anywhere.
And the thing about
50s
it-
manager's too much admin.
True.
Yeah, organising
Yeah.
private jets and shit.
Do lots, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
happy
the-
with that. Too much.
Oh, private jet sounds really
a lot
nice.
of cash.
though.
Don't worry, a lot of
Oh,
cash.
what percentage is he taking? You reckon? What do we reckon? Managers.
Geez, he'd be taking
10.
I reckon.
Hang on. Why are we assuming it's Matt?
Yeah, did you?
Whoa.
Whoa,
Well,
Trish,
I'm
don't
assuming if Cooper.
I would
assumed it
assume
as if
it-
he
I
was
actually assumed
the
it as a
manager.
woman.
So I was thinking of Cooper as the manager.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
lord.
Don't assume.
If I was
Never
Jack-
assume.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get to you too when I'm in Vegas.
I think Taylor Swift. I think for normal artists, I think management fee for and recordings and things, probably 20%. However, for her, because she's so mega, I reckon it'd be 5 or 6.
Yeah, I reckon too.
You
I
can't be
reckon
given-
it'd be 20% usually. I can't imagine it'd be that much. People don't do that.
This stage of her career now, she's been that big for a while. She probably would
That's
have
it.
cut the fat pretty quick. I reckon.
Exactly.
I'd go U2's. I'd go.
Was it
Edge as
her
well.
her last manager is the one that screwed, or the record
Cheers,
label that
yeah.
screwed her over?
That was the record label.
The record
and that's
label.
why she re-recorded her entire
Yeah, the Taylor's version stuff. Hey, 'cause
back catalogue.
all
So
the
then,
Swifties jumped on the back of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, geez, they work They work double time for them.
Yeah, they really do.
The Swifties.
Let's not get into.
Wish
We,
we had
we
some.
hammered Swifties last week. Can we not
Why are we
get back
hammering
into
them?
Swifties? No, we
Cooper's
just
getting
talked
sick of
about
Swifties.
them.
I
Oh,
talked
Matt
about
loves
much.
his
I
T-shirt.
don't wanna
FYI, I'm wife of the year.
I love my Taylor Swift T-shirt.
I know.
I'm wearing
Yeah.
it proudly.
Guys, what I'm really
I got a
ex-
Kyle and Jackie O shirt I stole out of your
Car.
stole out of your car.
Have you actually?
Yeah, been wearing it.
You can have
proud.
it. It's all right. Jack, very excited. Jack's actually prepared his own segment today that
I love it.
I want to throw to.
need a drum roll.
I did some prep. So for the listeners, they know I don't prepare very well for this stuff. So this week I've gone before they were stars. Got a few people here. I'm going to let you know what they did before they were famous.
Gotcha.
Bill Murray was arrested trying to take 10 pounds of marijuana on a plane when he was 20.
Oh, is £10 a lot? I'm not very good
yeah.
with pounds.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
about what?
Marijuana
That's
was
about 3.
Bill,
and a
you
half,
naughty man.
4 kilo.
Yeah.
Oh,
3 kilo.
we just watched your favourite movie again the
Lost
other
in
night, didn't we?
translation. I reckon it's the 100th time I've seen that.
And do you know what? It's one of those movies that you can rewatch.
Can.
I don't rewatch many movies.
It's awesome.
You know, speaking of Vegas, you know a movie I can just watch over and over again, and I don't know if it's because of the cast. The third Ocean's movie, Ocean's 13.
Oh, really?
In Vegas. I don't know why.
I might
I
watch it.
don't even like heist movies that much. I think it might be just the cast. It's one of the easiest watches ever.
You ever seen the first one, Jake?
Yeah, I've seen all of them.
No, I'm talking the original with Sammy Davis Jr.,
Nah.
Frank Sinatra.
Ah.
So
I didn't know there
it was a complete and utter disaster because they were all on the drink at the casino, and it was an idea we're going to do this movie. And Sinatra's thing was we're playing on the tables, or we're at the bar drinking. Come over, one take. So when you watch it,
Okay,
it is
authentic.
It's horrendous. It is so bad, and they took that.
Is it available?
And, yeah, you'll be able to buy it if you buy. If you go Ocean's 11,
Original.
the original, it'll be on there. You'd see it
Somewhere.
definitely on YouTube.
Did you know that Frank Sinatra, before he was famous, was played keyboard for the Bee Gees?
No, timeline
Bee
doesn't
Gees.
work.
Scrapping that one.
Well, he was in that movie. That's Sinatra, From Here to Eternity. You know, he's rolling around.
Jennifer Aniston.
He just got a look, and we could see the look through the sunnies.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, mate, just trying to move on here, brother. Champion, pal,
Keep it
muscles.
going. Just fleshing it out.
Jennifer Aniston turned down becoming a part of Saturday Night Live cast.
Yeah, I can't imagine her doing comedy.
Well,
No,
Yeah, that's
what do you
not-
mean? She's great comedy.
Yeah, she does do
That is her thing. Hello.
Yeah,
not my type of comedy.
No.
In 1978, Tim Allen arrested for cocaine possession, 1.4 pounds, spent a couple of years in jail.
Yeah, I knew that. What was his show? Home Improvement.
Home
Yeah,
Improvement.
that was good.
Yeah.
That was a great show.
Ryan Gosling was almost a Backstreet Boy.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because he was a
played-
Disney kid.
That's the greatest crime of the
No,
lot.
was he? He
Yeah,
was
he
Ken
was a
in
Disney
Barbie.
kid.
He was Ken in Barbie. Yeah.
Okay, Kanye West used to work at the Gap.
Oh, is that why he has such an interest in fashion?
Maybe.
That's interesting because his brand Yeezy and Gap did something together not long ago.
There you go.
Collaborated.
Yeah, collaborated, as they said. Good to say. I was going to use that word, and I thought Dad won't know that word.
Like or a collab.
Collaborate.
I just love how they put shit on you all the time. And, you know, I used to actually have a little giggle about it, but now that they're both in the house and double downing on it, they're actually really mean.
Yeah. In the
Like-
house. Was that a 50 Cent song?
That was in the
love
club.
it.
It's actually in the club.
sorry.
The glove.
Okay, the last.
Clubhouse.
All right, Fiddy.
Clubhouse.
Mickey Mouse's
They-
clubhouse.
The last one, Madonna. Madonna worked as a Dunkin' Donuts. Worked at Dunkin' Donuts for a week before she was fired when she first moved to New York City.
Wow.
Yeah. She's a real grafter. When she came to New York City, she was a real grafter. You know, just
Worked.
Yeah, worked hard. I got a lot of respect for listen to me. I got a lot of respect for Madonna, but I do. I got a
How
lot of
old is she?
Ooh, tell you what.
Over 60.
Do you reckon she's had any work?
Oh. Well, I
She
don't.
was
You know
crying the
what?
other day and the tears rolled down her back.
You know what though?
Let's just get out on that.
I reckon if I knew I'd look like that, like not directly post surgery because they posted one picture of her and she looked bizarre, but I'd be going under the knife too. Man,
Can I ask?
she looks amazing.
Colby, I've heard you use that line a lot of times, the tears run down her back, and I've never understood it. Can you explain it to me?
Can I? Is it
I've
because?
never. Is it because of the Botox?
Can I try and say
No,
otherwise I
because
might
of
be wrong?
like surgery.
Is it because like your eyes get so pulled back? Is that what you mean?
Facelift.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the face.
Are you serious,
So your
Cooper?
your
Yeah.
tear
Or you
ducts
just
end
being-
up in the back of your neck.
Okay. All right, it makes sense. I just didn't. I never really understood.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh,
the
God.
younger demographic.
Are we heading home soon? Heading soon? Because I've got to go pack.
You gotta
and
get the-
finish up. Yeah.
Righto.
Take a quick break. And
Was that English?
I got.
I told you,
She's getting very pensive.
yeah.
Yeah, well, we got a Las Vegas quiz for the end as
Oh,
well.
have we then?
Righto, we're going to take a real quick break. Trish is going to go to the toilet. She's very excited. And when we come back, we're going to do the Las Vegas quiz.
Are you not doing the cat thing?
Yeah, I was going to.
Okay, it's
but that,
all right.
Or do
that's
you want
why
me
I
to
was
finish?
saying
Do you want me
do it
to
now.
finish
It's all
that?
good.
No,
on
that's
that?
why I was like, do it.
Do you want to go, Cat? Finish
Yeah,
off the
yeah.
quiz.
Yeah.
That's why I was going, do the cat thing. And then you just tried to throw it all break.
Well, then I realised that there hadn't been a break.
Well, it's all right. It's all worked out well. Welcome back to the podcast. There's been a little blue behind the scenes. Cooper taking exception at the rundown or the order of the rundown. Trish, we believe through Cooper that you got something to say about a certain cat.
Mate, I just wanted to let people update. You know how, like, we came home from Europe and the cat had pissed all over Jack's lounge downstairs because it's just she was nervous. And she freaks out whenever we're away. So she's booked in for the vets, not to be put down, just to stay
just
while
to-
we're
yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Even though Jack will be here manning the fort. Because it's apparently, and we've now become prisoners in our house. Why are you laughing
Jeez,
at
I'm
that?
glad we've waited for this. Shouldn't have even been in the rundown in the first place. I was right.
Hey, babe,
No,
I'm
it's
backing
many
you.
people.
Keep going. This is great.
I'm still rattled the old man used the word pensive about 5 minutes ago.
Oh
No,
my
fit-
god!
come
so
on,
no,
Trish,
so now we are
I'm
prisoners
loving
in
it.
our own house. We have to keep her upstairs as long as she's upstairs. So we've got this old dirty fly screen that we've got across the top of the stairs.
It's got a name, Trish.
Oh, and you know what? Just don't worry. Like,
finish
the
it.
thing
Yep.
is, she's not peeing everywhere. But if we were to leave her, I know she'd be peeing everywhere because she'd miss us.
In preparation, Trish, I think when you look at a story, you say, has it got a beginning, has it got a middle, and does it have an end? Yours had a beginning, it had no middle, and it certainly didn't have an end. Cooper, I believe we've got a quiz.
end.
Okay, the Las Vegas quiz. So this one, guys, I've got 5 questions. You guys, I'm basically your enemy. You 3 have to work together to try to get
correct
at
answer.
least 3 out of 5. That's your goal. Okay. So you guys, I will ask the question. You guys can have a little discussion between yourselves,
Gotcha.
and then we'll go from there.
Love it.
First question. Which decade was gambling legalized in Nevada, which paved the way for casino constructions?
Okay, so we're allowed to discuss openly.
Yeah.
I would say it's 60s or 70s. Do you reckon?
No, I reckon earlier.
Yeah, I reckon it's the 50s.
Can I say something?
You just don't
Did it-
ask it, just say it.
No, did it become a gambling hotspot once Cuba had closed down? And when
well,
was that?
There
Once
was
Cuba
both
kicked them
going
out because
on.
they were all going over to Cuba.
They were doing both. I think it was both happening at the time.
So when was Cuba then?
And Cuba, well, the
And
revolution
Fidel.
happened in the late 50s, early 60s. So I would say
Oh.
I think gambling could be in the 50s.
You reckon? 50s,
Yeah.
not even 40s?
Because I remember reading a thing, because I don't know if a question on there, what does Las Vegas means? It means the meadows.
It does.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Okay. And I think the discovery of Vegas was I think it's the 50s.
I'm going to go 40s, a decade before.
Well, you guys have to agree on one, guys.
Oh, we
Jesus
do?
Christ.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'll go with you then. I'll back you, Colbert. 50s. Trish, I like the Cuba thing. What do you reckon?
When did you say the Cuban Revolution was?
Oh, look, I'm trying to get it right. I think it was late 50s, early 60s.
I suppose if you look at the models of the cars, you know what? I'm going to go
50s?
No, I think 40s maybe.
I'm going 40s as well.
Yeah.
I'm happy to go with it.
Let's go
Okay,
40s.
Let's go 40s.
1930s.
Oh, yeah. Earlier.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, I thought like it would
It
have.
had nothing to do with Cuba, guys. It was when it was legalized in Nevada.
Yes, I know, but I was just
Wow.
trying to get some perspective of time.
Yeah, the Cuban
Tell us that cat
Revolution,
story.
Trish, happened 1950. From 1953 to 1959.
Okay.
So the Yanks, excuse me, everyone, the Yanks were forced to get out of there in 1959.
Okay,
Cool,
so
next
30s, good to
0
know.
from 1. Who holds the record for the most shows performed in Las Vegas?
Oh, well, I think, did we say it before? Would it be Wayne Newton? Or would it be Siegfried and Roy?
Or was it Elvis? He worked his ass off.
He did.
Yeah, but
didn't
he died.
Sinatra.
Yeah.
Sir Stone Jr.
Did he die in the 70s or the 80s?
He died in the, I think he died in the early 80s, didn't he?
Chris Angel, Mind Freak, still around?
I would say, I reckon,
'Cause you can all guess
you know what,
something.
I reckon, I
Bennett?
reckon it's certain to be Wayne Newton, but if we're talking about big artists, I think it'll be...
But hang on, what is it? Is it big artist or
It's
longest
the most shows performed in Vegas. of
I'll
all
say
time.
Siegfried and Roy.
most shows?
Was there any big magicians that...
Yeah, there was, but that's
David
not
Copperfield.
David Copperfield.
Yeah, but that's been a while. He hasn't been there for a while, has he?
He's an
He's
odd
still
man, I
performing?
think.
Oh.
I don't know, it's really strange. He disappeared.
Oh, what about Tony Bennett, Cobber?
Tony Bennett, I just don't reckon long enough, Jack. Tom Jones. Look, I'm going to...
I reckon Wayne Newton or Siegfried and Roy. They're the ones that I think
I'll go
longest.
Siegfried and Roy.
I'll do Siegfried and Roy. They're the ones with the tiger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go just for that.
multiple tigers.
If this was, you'd kill Larry Emder if he was doing this. Barry Manilow.
Oh, let's hang on to what we got. Go, lads. Jeez, what a snot box.
Yeah.
Now, what was the other one? I
Love a
don't see
stuff full
him.
of diamonds. I wouldn't be working on Monday. So.
Mandy, that was the song.
Mandy.
Yeah.
So you're 0 from 2. You need to get
This is
the
harder
last
than we
3.
thought.
I'll do them all anyway, but you really need this one, okay?
Okay.
The movie The Hangover, set in Las Vegas. How many Hangover movies were there?
Definitely 3.
Yeah, it was definitely 3.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a 4.
I'd think that's 3.
It's 3.
3.
You looking at it?
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Hang
Why
on.
does this feel like a trick question?
Because
No,
it's
it's just
so
his-
easy. 3.
3.
It was Bangkok. It was Las Vegas.
And Vegas
Bangkok.
again.
And there's Vegas again. Was it? Yeah, 3.
3. You're right. 3.
Yeah.
Stop overthinking.
We're on the
guys.
board.
Okay. True or false? Elvis's residency was the highest grossing performance in Vegas of all time.
Oh,
I'll go true.
No.
Highest grossing?
Yes. So who of everyone who's had a residency, whose was the highest
He was
grossing?
still big.
Oh,
It's not like
but he did years and
Yeah,
years.
and the thing with him was he was still big when he did it. Like, it wasn't like he was on...
Oh, but see, the dollar value these days.
Yeah, I'm saying false. I'm saying false.
And
You think
and he essentially didn't get an amazing amount of
It
money.
was
I don't
mainly
think.
went to his manager.
Yeah, that evil
Trenton
piece.
Parker.
Oh, but you're saying it gross, though.
Gross. It's got nothing
Gross.
to do with his
No, I'll say false because I think some of the auditoriums and casinos
bigger now.
were a lot bigger and would have got a lot more people in.
Yeah.
I'm going to say false.
That's a fair call.
Yeah, I'm going with that.
I'll
too.
go false.
I think it's relative.
It is false. Celine Dion. It was.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
she did a
My
massive.
favourite French Canadian.
Yeah, she was there. I feel she was there for like over a
Lelo,
year. like,
lelo,
Like a sweet lady.
Yeah.
She's been doing it tough.
Yeah, she has some stiffness syndrome.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. that's-
Okay, guys, this is the last question. If you get this, you beat me, the
Beat
bank.
the house. Beat the house if you
Yes.
like.
Beat the
Ticket
house
Man.
off. Okay.
Oh.
The Killers were formed in Las Vegas in what year?
Oh.
What year?
Oh, what actual, not
Early
decade, the
2000s.
actual
What
year. Oh,
Because
Jesus.
everyone knows it's. I'll give you the hint. It is 2000.
2000.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that, but what year?
Okay. I remember when the
years
I
hot
think it
fuzz?
was 2002,
2004?
2002, 2003 was the first one somebody told me.
Well, that was a single, but then what about the album, Hot
Because
Fast?
Hot
Yeah, but
Fuss,
they-
same year, that was the lead.
Was that 2004?
I think that was 2003. And because he looked like he had a Liam Gallagher look. He had the sort of different look about him then.
You know what, Cobber? You know what I'm thinking?
Uh,
I think this bloke's a prick. I reckon we go 2000.
I reckon it took him a long while, took him a couple of years to get a record
Yeah,
deal.
you would
It was a
think.
British label that eventually picked him up. I'll say 2000 as well, Jack.
And you know what? Didn't you bring up a few weeks ago, Jack, that they came together in a classified ad?
Yeah. Some of them did, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 2000 is the early origins of the internet, but I...
What did you say? Internet's so weird. there.
internet. I'd say 2000.
Yeah, I'm going 2000.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you.
2001.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
The
Man.
house always
Months
wins,
away.
guys. The house always
The house
wins.
always bloody does win.
That's a lesson
Yeah.
for the.
That
Well,
is a
guys,
lesson.
Viva Las Vegas. If you're heading over there, come up and say hey, y'all.
Yeah.
And it should
Exciting.
be really something special. Until next time, guys, take it easy.
Stay safe.
And
We'll have all the stories from Vegas.
that's right. Look after your elderly neighbours and make sure your pets got plenty of water.
Yeah.
Water your cat.
Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Viva